So whenever a signal is present, and we have two different cases, the signal can be periodic signal where time period is capital T. The signal can be aperiodic signal where the time period is infinite. Aperiodic signal where the time period is infinite. For periodic signal, we will apply Fourier series. For aperiodic signal, we will apply Fourier transform. For periodic, we will apply Fourier series. And for aperiodic signal, we will apply Fourier transform. And if you see the Fourier series and transform, this is the difference between Fourier series and transform. For Fourier series, the expansion is A naught plus summation an cos n omega t plus bn sin omega t, and an, bn, a naught are called Fourier series coefficients or constants. Fourier series coefficients or constants. We will apply Fourier series for periodic signals. Coming to aperiodic signals where the time period is infinite, aperiodic signals where the time period is infinite, only one repetition, then time period is infinite. If the same thing gets again repeated again and again, so one on time, one off time is nothing but time period. One on time, one off time is nothing but time period. But here no repetition, so time period is infinite and it is called aperiodic signal. For such signals, we apply the Fourier transform, and x of t is the time domain representation, x of j omega is the frequency domain representation. X of t time domain representation, x of j omega is the frequency domain representation. This is forward direction Fourier transform. This is forward direction Fourier transform, and we are calculating frequency domain. We are having time domain, we are converting it to frequency domain. Equation 1 is used. And if we have frequency domain, we want to convert to time domain, inverse Fourier transform should be used. We are having x of j omega frequency domain. We are converting into x of t time domain. So this is the formula, and this formula is called inverse Fourier transform. We are converting frequency domain to time domain. We are converting frequency domain to time domain. And if you see the Fourier transform particularly, we are having x of t is the time domain signal, and x of j omega is the frequency domain signal, and these two are called Fourier transform pair. These two are called Fourier transform pair. So LHS time domain, forward direction is finding the Fourier transform, reverse direction, backward direction is finding the inverse Fourier transform. Forward direction Fourier transform, backward direction it is inverse Fourier transform. Already I have showed you the formulas for calculating Fourier transform and inverse Fourier transform. Now I will go with, we understood the necessity for Fourier transform. Any signal is aperiodic, we need the Fourier transform. Fourier series cannot be applied. Fourier series cannot, unless it can be, the variable can be positive or negative. So this is our given signal, e power minus mod t, e power minus mod t. When you are removing the modulus, it can be plus t or minus t. Okay, positive side it is plus t. So it will become e power minus t u of t on the positive side. And when the variable becomes negative, minus of minus will become plus. And this is on negative side. This is on negative side. Okay. And when you take the increasing exponential, decreasing exponential, this is the signal. This is the signal e power plus t u of minus t, and this is the decreasing exponential e power minus t u of t. Okay, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, x-axis, y-axis, this is origin. This increasing waveform is e power plus t u of t. This decreasing waveform is e power minus t u of t. This is the question given signal x of t. Okay, this is the question given. Now I will substitute this in the formula. If I take positive side 0 to infinite, if I take positive side 0 to infinite, the signal is e power minus t. Okay, e power minus t u of t, and then e power minus j omega t dt. This is the term when I take the integration limits positive side. When I take the integration limits negative side, minus infinite to 0. If I take minus infinite to 0, on the negative side, signal is e power plus t, u of minus t is the signal, e power minus j omega t dt. Signal into, the formula is signal into e power minus j omega t dt. Okay. Now I have two terms. I have to simplify this, and let me combine the terms. If I take the exponentials, I can combine the exponentials. 1 plus j omega into t, u of t value is 1 dt. U of t value is 1 dt. Limits are 0 to infinite. For the second term, limits are negative. If you see, for the second term, limits are negative side, minus infinite to 0. For such cases, I have to make the exponential power as positive. I have to make the exponential power as positive. 1 minus j omega into t. U of minus t value is also 1 dt. U of minus t value is also 1 dt. Only then when you integrate and substitute the limits, okay, it will be finite. You see that whenever limits are negative, you make the exponential power as positive. Whenever limits are positive, you make the exponential power as negative. So opposite polarity. Only then when you are doing the integration and when you are simplifying, it will give a finite value. Otherwise, infinite value means it will be difficult for analysis. Okay, this is the shortcut you have to remember. Now already know integration e power ax dx is nothing but e power ax divided by a. Same thing I will do for both the terms. This is e power minus of 1 plus j omega t divided by minus of 1 plus j omega, and substitute the limits. This is 0 to infinite, and on the other side e power 1 minus j omega into t divided by 1 minus j omega, substitute the limits. It is minus infinite to 0. Now in the first term already we have constant minus 1 by 1 plus j omega is constant. In the place of t only we have to substitute the limit. We will get this as e power minus infinite minus substituting lower limit, it is e power 0. Okay, upper limit substitution minus lower limit substitution. In the place of t we are doing it. In the second term we are having 1 by 1 minus j omega is constant. Now substitute the upper limit. Upper limit is 0. So e power 0. In the place of t you put 0. In the place of t. 0 into anything is 0. Directly I am writing e power 0. Minus substitution of lower limit. Lower limit is minus infinite. In the place of t you are going to put minus infinite. That infinite into anything is infinite only. So I am putting the power. Okay, this is the second term. Now I am going to simplify this. First term is minus 1 by 1 plus j omega. And then we know that e power minus infinite is 1 by e power infinite. E value 2.71. 2.71 whole power infinite will be infinite. 1 by infinite is 0. So first term is 0 minus e power 0 value is 1. We are having e power 0 value which is 1. Okay. Plus next we have 1 by 1 minus j omega. Plus 1 by 1 minus j omega. Now you go to the limit substitution. E power 0 value is 1 minus e power minus infinite. E power minus infinite means 1 by infinite. 1 by infinite is 0. Okay. So 1 minus 0 is the second limit substitution we are having. And here if you simplify this, minus into minus is plus 1 by 1 plus j omega. Here again it is plus 1 by 1 minus j omega. If you make LCM, 1 plus j omega, 1 minus j omega in the denominator. Numerator will have 1 minus j omega plus 1 plus j omega. This j omega will get cancelled. Numerator is 1, denominator is of the form a plus jb, a minus jb. Okay, a square minus b square. Okay, a square minus b square. Here we have a plus b into a minus b, which is a square minus b square. In the place of this, we are having j omega and then 1 minus j omega. A square means 1 square minus b square means j omega whole square. So this is 1 minus j square omega square. J value is square root minus 1. J square means square root minus 1 whole square, which is nothing but minus 1. And so minus of minus will become plus omega square. Okay. All these are basic details we should know, and thereby I am writing the final value 1 plus omega square. This is the Fourier transform of given signal. This is the Fourier transform of given signal. What is that signal? E power minus mod t. E power minus mod t. First I have simplified using the Fourier transform basic formula, substitutes the limit, then further simplification is giving 2 by 1 plus omega square. 2 by 1 plus omega square is the Fourier transform.